Hello guys, welcome or welcome back to the channel. My name is Claire and this is Polly Put the Petal On. It's been a couple of weeks guys, since I was last here, and I did say I was coming back with a Temu haul, and I am indeed, and I've got a few other little bits. You know, my mum's still in hospital. It's coming up for, well, it's just over 3 weeks, so we're going into our 4th week. But I'll catch up with you that after this. Don't think that makes sense, but then whenever do I? I did film this video on Thursday last week. I've had fibromyalgia and all my words were coming out back to front, so much so you wouldn't have been able to follow the trail. You really wouldn't have. You'd have thought, what the hell's going on here? And at one point I got up and started walking away. Here's Autumn, usual trick. She doesn't let me do anything. She doesn't let me do anything without her. She really doesn't. She's such lovely company, I'll be honest. But she's quite noisy on a little toe tapping business. Anyway, let's crack on. So I went to Temu to get some other bits for this wreath. But the thing is, when you're on Temu, you get other bits as well besides, don't you? So there are some clothing items in here as well, and a couple of other bits. Not just, you know, for the wreath. So these are on the top. I'm going to show you these. These, I love these. I saw these on TikTok shop, and I thought, I wonder whether I can get them any cheaper on Temu, and indeed I did. I can't remember the price of these guys, I'll be honest, and also I did that price adjustment thing afterwards, and I got quite a bit back. You can get, it goes into credit into your Temu account. I went on after I'd shopped on there, and I waited 3 weeks for these. I think these are about 8 weeks old. This order is about 8 weeks old because I waited 3 weeks. And then of course my mum's been poorly in the hospital and stuff, and one thing or another, I've not got here to show it yet. So yeah, I went on that price adjustment thing where you go on your account and you can go onto your order and you can see if there's any difference in price, and if there is, they, you know, if there's if it's gone down in price, they will refund you the difference. So that's what I did. In fact, I got quite a bit of money back off that, because one thing they had to cancel because they hadn't got it in stock, so they gave me £4 for that. And then there was another, because it was 3 weeks over and it wasn't delivered on the date, I got another £4 for that. So I've got a little pretty penny in my account ready to spend again on Temu. So anyway, let's get back to these. I love these. Saw them on TikTok shop. Thought, I'm not going there because people earn commission on there. So go to Temu and invariably you will get them cheaper and sometimes better quality, because I had noticed that the ones on TikTok shop, to me, they looked as if this bit was like microfiber. I love the actual, they're calling them clogs. I love but mules, aren't they? I love the actual style of these, nice thick sole. I do notice there's a little bend in there, but I'm pretty sure that's going to flatten out with my weight on it. Yeah, there's different finishes, because this is almost like a suede. It's definitely not a suede, but it's almost like a suede or a nubuck, and it's really quite nice. It, you know, it's not that cheapened microfiber look really, because that's all the way that I can describe it, the only way I can describe it. But I love these, and I love the colour too. They're really nice. So I got those. So like I say, can't tell you how much those were because I did a price adjustment, and I'll put them down there. I did a price adjustment as well, and I got these as well as footwear, and these are New Balance dupes, lookalikes, and I love these. These go so nice with leggings, and yeah, they're so comfortable. Now, I have had New Balance in the past. I was going to get black and white New Balance, and they were £60 in the sale, and I thought, no, I'll have a look on Temu, and I did, and I found them, and I thought, well, I can try them, and if they're rubbish then I'll send them back. But in actual fact they're really nice and they're really comfortable and a fraction of the price, because then I went into M&S, and in M&S they had some exactly almost identical to these, and I think they were £40. I think these were 17. I love them. Nice, neat, lovely high back sole, reminiscent of New Balance, aren't they? I just really like them, and they are super comfy to walk in. So I got those, and like I say, they go so nice with leggings. And I'm not bothered about, you know, I've got my Nike trainers. I've got 4 pairs of Nike. I threw the New Balance away because that was when I'd been to Budapest and my feet swelled up so much that they stretched them. So plus it reminded me of suffering, so I threw them in the bin. But you know, I've got named trainers, so to have, you know, some Temu tearaways, shall we call them, I'm not bothered. So this is that deco mesh that I've shown you this several times now. I bet you think, yeah, get on with it, Claire. So that's the mesh. So the things that I've picked up to go with that are ribbon. Sorry for the rattling. Now I can't see the other roll at the minute, but I've got this ribbon, so I've got that, but then you want a contrasting ribbon, and there's another one in there. This is the sign. I like how it's come. It's coming like one of those vinyl, remember the singles, well, any vinyl record from you know, years past. It's come in a little sleeve, cardboard sleeve, so it's come perfectly intact. It's not warped in any way at all, and it's just a welcome sign with a pumpkin and a sunflower, some wheat there, and some little, well, they look like daisies to me. I don't think they are daisies, but yeah, so that is lovely, isn't it? And I've got pumpkins to put on that as well, and I've got the sunflowers here from Temu. Can't remember how much that was, but I bet it was about a couple of pounds. Now I will just say to you that the background on this was much lighter, but I still think it's going to go, because this is going in the centre, and with all the ribbon tails that will be on, you know, this will be actually quite a nice contrast. So yeah, I've got the sunflowers as well, because there's sunflowers on that sign. So I've got the sunflowers. I won't be putting all of those on. Well, I've got the design in my mind. That's one of my pumpkins. I had to chase this off Autumn the other day. She'd gone round the back of the settee. This was on the floor, this bag, and she thought this was hers. She come trotting out from round the settee into the onto the rug, into the main sitting part of this room, and yeah, she had that hanging out of her mouth. Ripped the label off it. I thought, oh no, Missy, I'm sorry. Yeah, she thought it was her toy. There's another one. We've already seen those. Now I picked up this, and I really like this. This is to go with a pair of pants that I bought from Next in the clearance sale. I got them for 15, they should have been 30. They're a nice tailored trouser, and they're a boot cut, and they're absolutely lovely. And I'm sorry about Autumn trotting about. It's just that I'm back here talking. She thinks I'm talking to someone, and she just wants to be with me. Now she said, no. Now she's thinking I'll just sneak on the settee while Mum's not looking. She's not allowed on the settee because, of course, she's had that cruciate ligament operation on her leg, so she's not allowed. She does sneak on there though. So I picked this up to go with those black pants. I'm not sure on my style anymore, guys. I have literally lived in leggings and tops like this and t-shirts all spring and summer, and when I say literally, I think I've had a pair of shorts on 3 times. Even in those heat waves, I feel I've lost my way. I don't know what I want to wear. I don't know what I suit, and I think it's all because I've become a grandma now. And I was umming and ahhing about this before I became a grandma, if you remember, when I got that M&S haul, which is quite some time back, which I think that was the beginning of spring just gone. So anyway, I'll get on with this top. Now I love this top. I love the gold buttons on it. They're actually like little gold roses. I don't like the bow, so I shall remove that bow. I don't like it at all. I don't even like what it's made of. Do you know what I mean? Those sequins. I don't like the bow, so I shall remove it. And the only problem that I've got really is that stitching, that white stitching on that hem. That's not even a hem, is it? So what I'll do is I'll put a stitch in it, so that I'll fold it over and put a stitch in it. So yeah, a couple of adjustments on it, but I absolutely love it, and it goes really nice with the trousers that I've got that I haven't worn yet, because I'm still wearing leggings. I'm just comfier in leggings. I wear my leggings for my yoga, and I have particular leggings for my yoga because they're all different colours, nice and funky colours, you know. And then I wear black or navy leggings during the day because they're super comfy. So yeah, I need to get out of them. I really do. Because I want to smarten myself up, basically. And like I say, I feel as if I've lost my way as to how to dress. You know, I've got all my beautiful blazers in the wardrobe, and it's what to wear with them. I've lost my way. But I'll find it. I'll definitely find it. And then this top has to be returned. If indeed I've got time. If not, I'll just put it on the car boot. Or put it into charity, actually. That would be, because I'm talking about as if I do a car boot every week, and I don't. I've done 2 this summer, and boy, did I get rid of some stuff, let me tell you. Even old wreaths and stuff that were cluttering up my my loft, which was brilliant. And every time I took some wreaths from my loft, every one of them went. I was over the moon, and I think those people were over the moon as well. So I got this top, which is like a waistcoat top. It's not a waistcoat as such, but it's a waistcoat top. It's a nice material, and then it's got those beautiful big hammered buttons there, which I really, really liked. Won't fit me, because I appear to have, I thought I'd gone down in size in bust, so I went and got measured the week I found my mum. It was the day before I found my mum. I went and got measured properly at Marks and Spencer's, and I'd actually gone up 2 cup sizes, and I thought, what the devil? Anyway, I didn't think what the devil, I thought what the yeah. And yeah, so I'd gone up, so all my bras had to be dashed off because they were doing absolutely nothing for me. The one that I went in Marks and Spencer's in, if you'd have seen, I said to Kim, because Kim came with me, I said to Kim, I said, they look like 2 muggers in masks. Anyway, the lady fit me really nice, and she was an older lady as well, so I felt that she knew what she was talking about. Oh, I've just had a vehicle on the road past. Now, I got these for my, I just wanted to see what they were like. Look at these little slippers, guys. They're like a little mock sheepskin slipper. Obviously, he can have them on his feet to keep his feet warm, can't he? That's my baby grandson. He can have them for those. He's not walking in them or anything like that. So, you know, I certainly wouldn't buy shoes for a baby off there. But they're just little slippers to keep his feet warm, you know. I just thought they were super cute, don't you? How cute are them? So yeah, I can give them to my daughter now. And it's that time of year, isn't it? Yeah, I have been decorating for autumn. When I've been coming back from the hospital, you know, I just found myself having the need to escape, to decompress, basically. And so, you know, before I knew it, I'd put loads of autumn stuff out. I need a good clean now because the stuff that I've moved that I had, it's all there. So I need a good clean, good tidy, and then I'll show you what I've done. So I've got my scaffold board runner, and you know, I'll not go into too much detail. Here we go. I'll not go into too much detail because otherwise it's pointless me showing you when I show it you. So yeah, I've got these here, and I've got my Highland cow to match this one. This lamp was from the range, and I've forgotten his name. But this one's Hamish from the next. This one from the next. From next. That's Hamish, and I got him last year, didn't I? And I thought he'd be quite nice in the, you know, in the autumn, colder months, because they're nice and woolly, aren't they? And they look comforting, don't they? And then I've just got those there. But I will show you, maybe either on the wreath video, or I'll just do a separate video because it'll only be a quick one. So yeah, and we're going back to the wreath now. So I picked up these. I'll not take them out, or should I? There we go. It's this wheat, artificial wheat. Now it's plastic, but it's really all right, isn't it? I've got some dried wheat on my hearth. There you go, I'm giving something else away there. Yeah, but this is really all right. I thought this, because there's some wheat on that sign, on that welcome sign for the wreath. So I thought, well, I'll pick some of that up. I'm not over keen on the colour, I must admit, but I'm going to see how it goes. And I must admit, what I need to do after I've had a good tidy up of this room, what I need to do is stand and cut my mesh and get everything and cut my ribbons, because I can do that on a night time, even watching TV, because it is very time consuming, the deco mesh wreaths. But once I've got everything prepped, then the application really, I suppose, is, no, it's time consuming, but we're going to do it anyway. And then I picked up these, which I have bought before because I like these. These are the teardrop swags. I know they're flat at the moment, but what you do is you fluff it all out. You've seen me I made something this year with one of these. I made a teardrop swag with spring colours. It was yellow, blue, pink. It was beautiful. I made it for my mum. But you know, so I like using these, but when I was clearing out my petal shed, I did find some nicer, much bigger ones, which I will be doing a teardrop swag for Christmas. But you don't have to have these swags. You can use Christmas trees. I've used a 3-foot Christmas tree, my very first Christmas tree that I ever had in my first home, which my flat. I bought a 3-foot Christmas tree from Argos. And I never wanted to throw it away because it served me so well in all the years I lived in my flat as a single person. And I didn't want to throw it away. And I made a beautiful, if I can find a picture, I'll flash it up. I made a beautiful, huge swag from that with 3 hats in it for Christmas. So you can use Christmas trees, and there's a lot of things you can do with a Christmas tree. You can make swags, you can make table centre decorations, you can make, you know, say if it was a funeral, you can make a single-ended spray, you could make a double-ended spray. There's a lot of possibilities with one of those, because all they're doing is acting as an armature and giving you shape. And the rest is basically flower placement and whatever else that you're putting in there, you know, or Christmas ornaments or whatever it is that you're doing it for. So there are a few videos on these, not the swags, on Christmas tree, Poundland Christmas trees and everything. So yeah, I'll try to remember to add some into the description box if you're interested in seeing any of those, but I will be doing some over Christmas because I've done them for years. So anyway, but like I say, it's just giving you the shape, that's all it's doing, and it's acting as an armature for you to put your materials into. We're going back to clothes again now. This is a top. I thought it was a cotton top, but then who am I kidding? It's Temu. I think you really have to type in cotton, don't you, in the Temu search bar to get cotton. And it's just a long sleeve. It's ribbed. I don't know if you can see that. It's ribbed. It's a nice soft material, but I can imagine it's acrylic. Let's have a look. Polyester and spandex, so it has got that stretch in it, which is what I like. And it's just got a button through to the cleavage, button through to there, and yeah, these are the tops that I like to wear. So yeah, so I got that as well. And then what else? I'm gonna rattle, so I'll edit this bit. Okay guys, so I've taken everything out now so we can just look at our leisure. So there's the other ribbon. It's quite see-through. It's like a canvas ribbon, that is, but in a nice chocolate brown. I've got a chocolate brown. You know, these are the things that we're going with for the wreath, and it's going to be quite nice. I mean, it might not be nice, but we're going to go with it. That's what I've chosen to do, to bring it together, and now we just need to bring it together. I picked up 1, 2, 3, 9 pairs of earrings. 9 pairs of cheap earrings. I've not been wearing earrings because I had a very nasty infection on my earlobe. Impetigo, I get it when I'm run down and stuff, and I get a flare of it, and it's always on this ear, always, and I've had it since I was a child. So, and it's always localized to that ear too. It never spreads anywhere else. It's just localized. Having said that, it did go down my ear and into my eardrum one year. One Christmas it was, and I had to go to out of hours to get it sorted out. But anyway, I had an infection. I've not had any earrings in since. These will be going out earrings only, so you know, if I'm going out, they will go in for a couple of hours and then they will definitely be coming straight out. I won't be leaving them in to aggravate any potential infection that could be lingering or about to start up. But they're so nice big gold earrings, and I just thought, yeah, they're quite a statement, aren't they? I really like those. So I got those, and I got a belt, and this is all to go with the, well, actually those earrings was to pair with that top with the big hammered buttons, but obviously it doesn't fit. So I got this belt. I think this is leather, you know. It definitely smells leather, and it's lovely and soft like leather. And there's the buckle. No doubt that's a dupe for something. And yeah, it's just a black, because I have a tan one. I don't wear a lot of belts, but when I do, I like them to look very nice. So I've got a tan one, and now I've got a black one. I think I might have a cream one, I'm not too sure. But yeah, nice belt. And that's for those pants. And also to bring in the jewellery and that top. But that top doesn't, I'll just have to buy a new top. And then I got a makeup brush. It's a foundation brush, because I had a Ekin-Su foundation brush, and I washed it and all the bristles fell out, you know, after I'd washed it, and I washed it very, very carefully. But then the bristles started falling out of it, and I thought, right, well, that's that then. So that got dashed off in the bin, because there's nothing worse, is there, when you're putting foundation on and you're having to pick hairs off, and it's so irritating and it sticks to your face. Also, so now I'm using just a fluffy brush, and it just doesn't give you that effect. Sometimes I have to go over with the dabby thing, you know, that sponge thing, I can't remember what it's called. And then, so I thought, right, I must remember to get myself, so I typed in foundation brush, and this is what come up, and this is what I will be using. It's ever so nice and soft, I've got to tell you. And I hope that this is going to do its job. It's nice quality, that really is nice quality, and I think that'd be about 97 pence, something like that. And then And I think this is the last thing from Temu, but I've got another couple of bits here. And then I picked up one of these gloves. Now I've seen these all over TikTok, and it's for pet hair, your hair, you know, it's for getting hair, and I suspect it's fluff and all that sort of stuff anyway. And they really do work. I've wiped down the front of my settee because autumn rubs against it. My settees are red, and they really do work. So you wipe across and all the hairs come off, which is fabulous, because I was thinking of my car seats, and when I take it, if I take her for a little walk somewhere else in the car, you know, when I take her in the car to the destination with my son, then yeah, she leaves a shed load of hair. What I need to do is go on to Temu, use my you know, my credit, and get her one of those things that you can put in the back of the car, and not only saves the seat, but it saves the back and everything. So yeah, I think I'll do that. And then I'm going to move on to B&M very quickly. I was in B&M 2 weeks ago because I go in there for my essentials, and I saw this. It was £4.50, and it's Flourish Christmas. Now I thought that was nice, but it's very stiff and it's very rigid, and it's not got much movement, even though it should, because of the material. So what I was thinking was, because it all seemed to be glued, it seems to be glued together. So what I'm thinking is, I'll take this twine off, and if I very gently try and tease it apart, it'll either look nicer as a bunch with some movement, or these lovely what appear to be snowflocked, it's not, it's polystyrene, snowflocked branches will be lovely in you know, for creating a nice outline of a nice winter centerpiece or arrangement or whatever. But it will be lovely. So I'll pick that up, and that will be nice to have in my stash. I just hope that I can unstick, because it's like they've been glued together. I just hope that I can unstick some of those. But I will be able to use these top parts anyway. But it's nice, isn't it? And that was £4.50 from B&M. It's now sticking this way. And then I nipped to my garden centre because I wanted something specific for a vase that's over there. I'll show you, because I'm not going to bring it over. I'll show you when I show you, you know, my little autumn bits. And like I say, it might be the next video, or you know, I'm not sure how I'm fixed, because like I say, my mum's still in hospital as well. So anyway, so I went there, and I wanted something specific for a specific vase that I'd got that was on my bedroom tray upstairs. So anyway, I've got it, and it's down there now, and I'll show you next time. Just said that. And I saw these, and I picked these up. Now, are these orange rose hips? Oh, they might be. I don't know. There was some red ones, and there was these beautiful orange ones, and I thought these might go quite nice in that copper kettle that I'm gonna do. Having said that, you know, I said I'm gonna do this copper kettle arrangement. I've got nowhere to put it because I've already put everything out. This room can't hold any more autumn decor. And I don't want to overdo it. So unless I do something in my hallway, which I haven't planned to, but I might, because it comes to it, and then you've got to put it all away, haven't you? And then you've got to store it and all that sort of stuff. So I might not. But yeah, I really want to do that copper kettle, I'll be honest. So I might need to take something out of here and put that in place, and maybe something over there on my shelving there as well. So I picked up those. These are Gisela Graham, and they are £2.99 for a bunch, but they're absolutely lovely. I love those. And I picked up one of these, another one of these. Now I've already got these, and I had these last year £2.99. They're there in that vase. There. In that vase. Absolutely love that arrangement. It's got Chinese lanterns in it. It's got those lovely autumnal pom-poms, and it's got some beautiful, beautiful tree foliage that, you know, artificial. Some from Temu and some from the garden centre, and they're honestly absolutely lovely. And then I picked up these. Now again, I've got one of these in the vase on the fireplace that I've just told you about. Now these, I love Chinese lanterns, guys. Now I'm not overly struck on those berries at all. I'm really not. But if you take them away, which I tried to in that vase, it then didn't look anything, doesn't look anything, does it? Although I do love a Chinese lantern, absolutely. You know, me and Kim went to an autumn wreath workshop a couple of 3 years ago, maybe even 3 or 4. I can't remember which. And we did an autumn wreath, and we used Chinese lanterns, and they're absolutely beautiful. You know, fresh Chinese lanterns, they really are beautiful. So yeah, so I got those. They were £1.99, and again I got those to see if they might, you know, pop in the copper kettle because of the different tones, if you can see. So I got 3 of those, and they were £1.99. And that is the end of this haul. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'll just do a very, very, very quick update. So if you're leaving after this point, thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll see you some more next time. So yeah, a little update. Mum's still in the hospital, and do you know, guys, I'm living with anxiety every day. I wake up and I've got terrible anxiety. It's the same fight or flight anxiety that I had when I found my mum, and I get up with it every morning. It's with me every morning, and it's horrible. And you know, even though I do my yoga and I do my breath work and it helps, I just can't get rid of it. It's just something that I'm having to live with at the minute. Every day, every morning I get up, and it's like I'm a jittery pile of jelly inside. It's awful, this anxiety. But yeah, Mum, I can't even say Mum's doing any better, because obviously she's still in the hospital, and she's got muscular atrophy, they told me the other day, and it's going to take a while. If indeed they can even get her on her feet again. The last time we spoke, you know, because she wasn't eating or anything like that. She's lost nearly 2 stone in weight. She wasn't eating. She's eating now, not loads, but she's eating more than what she has done. And she's drinking more than what she has done. But yeah, she's lost all her muscle. And obviously she's not been moving, has she? She's been, you know, so it's not great. And they x-rayed her foot because she was complaining of her foot, and she had got this massive bruise on that. I told them, even when she got in the ambulance, I said, is that a bruise on her foot? It's huge, this bruise on the sole of her foot. And anyway, she had indeed got a broken foot and 3 toes. So they've got, when they do try and get her up, they put her in this, it's like a strappy sandal, which I can't see offering much support. But anyway, Mum is trying to get up, but she can't, because A, she hasn't got the muscle. Three. A, she hasn't got the muscle. B, she has no strength. And C, it's knocking her sick. So it's slow and steady, I suppose, and I hope we win the race. That's all I can say. So that's that as far as Mum is concerned. Oh yeah, the dish of the day. I've not been doing my dish of the day, literally because I've been so low, so sad, and so limited in time. I didn't have a voice to speak. I couldn't have tried to jolly that dinner along, you know, I couldn't have tried to say, you know, it certainly wouldn't have been made appealing because I had no voice. I just didn't want to talk to anyone, guys. I just didn't want to speak. But I'm getting better that way now. So yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the comments. So yeah, so that leaves me to say I've been Claire, this has been Polly Put the Petal On, and you have been wonderful. So thank you for watching. I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care. Bye.